On the 22nd of March, AMC dropped from around $14.11 all the way down to $13.17 at the market open. Throughout the next couple of hours, the stock price kept going down, 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 all the way down to $11.76. And then it climbed back up a little bit and consolidated around the $12.15 mark. Now, are you worried about this price drop? If you are, then this video is for you. There's no other way of explaining this situation other than showing you the greatest example available for us, and that is GameStop. If I go to the GameStop chart and go back to where GameStop used to be, where we are at right now, which is around the $10 mark, this is how the chart looks like. If I switch to daily candles, this is how the chart looks like. Now, there are a few things which I want to point out in this situation. GameStop on the 8th of October was trading around $13.48. And then the next day, it drops all the way down to $11.96. And then the next day, it drops down to $11.64. And after 11 business days of it breaking the $10 resistance level, it reaches the $15 mark. However, after it reached the $15 mark, it started this downward trend. So from $15, it went down to $13.43, then to $12.68, and then it went down to $11.82, and then it went down to $11.72, and finally it went down to $10.49, all the way from the $15 mark. Now, does this region look familiar to you? To me, it looks very familiar to how AMC was trading the last few days, right? We had a good run up from $10 to $14, and then all of a sudden, the price kept dropping. And today we are trading around $12.15, so which is around here. So I want you to understand that if we take a 100% correlation of GME to AMC, we are in this region. And I am not saying that the AMC chart is going to be exactly the same as GME, but if we assume that AMC follows GME to a T, this is the region where we are at right now. Now, let's look at how the future is going to be. GME started consolidating around this $11.50 mark for about 10 to 13 days. So 29 days after it broke the $10 resistance level, it was still trading at $11.72. That's almost after a month. Then after 29 days, it starts going back up. It goes to $12.73. Then it goes to $13.91. Then it keeps going up, $15. And then 36 days after it broke the $10 resistance level, it was trading around $16.55. And then it consolidates around that price level. And then after 42 days, it drops back down to $13.59. And then it keeps dropping all the way down to $12.76. About 45 days after GME broke the $10 resistance level, it was still trading at $12.73. So this is after about almost 2 months, because these candles represent days excluding the weekends. So around the 46th business day, it was still trading at $12.73. And then it starts going back up again. It reaches $13, goes up to $14.82, goes up to $15, and then boom, after 52 days since it broke the $10 resistance level, it reaches the $20 mark. It took 52 business days. 52 business days to reach from $10 to $20. Now, what am I trying to show you here? What I'm trying to show you here is that the daily fluctuations of the price does not matter at all. What matters is the end goal. Now, we are still here. If you think the stock is going to crash, if you think AMC is going to crash at this point, you are missing out this high point over here. There will be lows, there will be highs, there will be lows, and there will be highs, and this cycle will continue. But what matters is that it's on an upwards trend. That's the bigger picture here. Now let's say, now we are at $13. I know I'm looking at the GME chart, but in a hypothetical scenario, I'm just going to assume that this is the AMC chart. Okay? And I want you to understand, as per the 22nd of March, midday, we are around $12.30. We are right here. We're somewhere over here. And what I want you to understand is, we might fall more. We might keep dropping. The price might keep dropping. But what do you have to do? The only thing you have to do is be patient and hold, because it can only drop so much and then it consolidates again. And after every successful consolidation, there is always a run-up, unless there's bad news. But in the case of AMC, there are no bad news. There's only good news, which means the AMC jump from $12 to $20 will happen faster than GME. Because during this season, GME was out of the radar. Nobody even knew. Nobody was even paying attention on GME. But everyone's paying attention on AMC. So the jump from $12 to $20 could happen faster. Now, how would you survive from the $12 mark to the $20 mark increase? The only way you can survive is to have no expectations. And if you do want to have an expectation, the only expectation you should have is that the price will keep on dropping. And why do I say that? Because then if the price actually does drop, it will not hurt you, because that's what you expected. Let's say at this level, some people thought that, oh, the next day this stock price is going to go back to $15. Then when the following day, when it reaches down to $11.82, those people who had the expectation of this going back to $15 might have got hurt. But in a different scenario, when it was at $12.71, if you had the expectation that, oh, this will drop the next day, then if it really does drop, it doesn't hurt you because you expected it to happen, right? And then if you keep that expectation of it dropping, it doesn't hurt you. And you're still holding on to your stocks. And then when it does start running up, that's a bonus. Now you can be happy. If it drops again, no problem, because that's what you're expecting. All I have to tell you is The daily candles does not matter at all. What matters is the bigger picture. The AMC stock is on an uptrend. That's what matters. Do not stress out depending on these daily candles, because these daily candles does not mean anything. The only time you have to worry about these daily candles is when you have to buy. So when it drops from $12 to, let's say, $10, that's a perfect opportunity for you to buy. When the price dips, buy. And this is not financial advice, but that's what I would do. Because in my mind, I'm not expecting the price for the next day. I'm expecting for the price to be at $20 30 days after from this day, because I'm here for the long term. I'm not expecting the squeeze to happen 2 days after I put in the money. If you do survive through this, what's the reward you're going to get? This is the reward you're going to get. This is the reward. And I want you to understand how minuscule this region is compared to this. When you look at this, think to yourself, should you really worry about this region here? Not at all. Put the money, forget about it. Wait until it reaches this area here. And when you have dips, buy the dips. That's what I would do. Now let me go back to the AMC chart. Now if I draw a trend line, it keeps going up. Remember what I told you when I was explaining the points in GME? The only thing which matters is this upward trend line. The daily candles does not matter at all. Now we have a drop here, right? Now what I want you to understand is that it is true we had a drop. Will it drop tomorrow? I do not know. But what I know is I'm expecting it to drop, because that way if it does really drop, I don't get hurt, because that's what I expected. And if it goes back up, that's good. I can be happy. If it drops back the next day, I don't get hurt, because that's what I expected it to do. This is the mentality you should follow when you are invested in the stock market. If not, you're going to stress out and you won't be able to pay attention to all the other things which is going on in your life. Remember, mental health is very important. You have to set the bar low inside your head so that when the stock price dips, it doesn't hurt you. According to what I showed you in GME, it took about 52 days for AMC to go from the $10 mark to the $20 mark. This region is a very hard region because the hedge funds try to torture us for these next few weeks. They will try their best to torture us. But get through this region and then you will see that after that, from the $20 mark all the way to the, let's say, $50 mark, it doesn't take that long. It only took 1 month. And then from $50 to $500, it only took 5 days. Please be patient, put the money in, and forget about it. And expect the stock to drop the next day. That way, if it does drop, you won't get hurt. People get hurt because of expectations. If you expect your significant other to give you a gift on your birthday, and if they don't, you will get hurt. Now, on the other hand, if you don't expect your significant other to give you a present for your birthday, and if they don't, you won't get hurt because that's what you expected. Apply the same theory to the stock market and your life will be much, much, much easier. And be patient. Get through this hard region here and then you will be rewarded. Once again, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube who does his due diligence and research, and I'm just sharing my knowledge and sharing my opinion with you guys. And I'm not telling you what to do. This is just my opinion. So you make the decision whether you are going to struggle and somehow get through this region over here to be rewarded with this region here. If there's no pain, there's no gain. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. And the only reason why I ask you to do it is there are a lot of people who invested in AMC and are struggling every single day, thinking that this price will skyrocket the next day. And they have to see this video because it's very important for them to be mentally healthy, and it's very important for us to make them mentally healthy so that we can keep them in the game for a long time. So please like and subscribe, because that's what will make the algorithms make this video visible for a lot of people. That way a lot of people will see this and they will understand the real game here. They have to see the bigger picture. The daily candles does not matter. Be patient and hold, and please like and subscribe to help out the community. Thank you guys.